So anyways, I started fucking bitches like crazy.
And then I blasted.
And we're done. And we're done here.
Got a blast.
No. I hate you all.
It's routine at this point.
I
We have
know.
to say something
I
stupid.
know. Also, your dog is very cute, by the way.
Yes, I love your doggo.
Oh,
Yes,
right, when you
I'm
were
on a
showing
couch
her.
so she can sit with me.
Oh,
For the rest of chat, y'all can see her.
She's the goodest girl.
Beautiful.
I love
She's
her.
so happy.
So cute.
Good Roxy.
Can't wait until you move here with her and I get to meet her. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's gonna
same.
happen.
One of these
Anywho.
You legally are obliged to move here. At this point.
You have officially signed the contract. I hope you realize
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We already have your lease set up.
Yeah.
You're basically.
I just signed my life away.
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's set in stone. I'm sorry.
Anyways, welcome back, everybody. Celeste just dies there.
Did you not hear what Pyro said?
No, I did not at all.
No, I missed it.
Thank you. I just love that it's always me and
I
Celeste.
heard you say something,
heard
but I
it.
didn't know what it
With the
was.
subtle.
I heard it.
Oh, yay.
So fitting. So fitting. Perfect.
Oh boy. Anyways, welcome everybody
I know.
back to session 63 of our Prince of the Apocalypse campaign with the Ditherers of Dismay. We've been dithering a lot lately. It's fun. And only more today, I'm sure. Last time, our wonderful, wonderful group had a blast from the past for Amdrus and Atim. Nope, hate you. And where you guys found you went into a massive cavern with a perpetual storm, torrential rainstorm happening, where you saw 4 ships were wrecked. One of which being the pirate ship that Amdrus and Atim were on in the past. Good fun times. Seeing many of their dead shipmates and their dead captain. You guys investigated a bit, saw a serpent thing, and were ready for a kraken, and I said, psych, bitch, it's a hydra. It was a good time. It was very fun that you guys didn't expect that. And it was a time. Poor Joel grunted like 17 attacks in total or something. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. You got at one round was 5 attacks just on you. Hydras are fun. I'll definitely have to throw another one at you. Make it stronger, you know. Do all that. It'll be a good time.
Let's not.
Let's do it right now. Second Hydra.
I'm leaving.
While you're sleeping.
Whatever at this point. Fucking bring it on. Let's do this shit.
Joel.
That's the right attitude. With that, you guys had a hard battle, but it was won.
Ooh, phrasing.
I hate you all. I'm only gonna make everything
You did that to
hurt
yourself.
more.
Bloosh.
Oh god, everything I say is just gonna be taken that way. I can tell. Okay,
Title of your
anyways.
sex tape.
Well, we had a good run, guys. Anyways, you all die in your sleep now. Thanks. You don't wake up. That's the point of this session. It's called Promises, because I promise you won't wake up.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
I
know.
That's concerning, but that's a whole other thing to unpackage there. Anyways.
When you wish upon a star.
When the episode, when the recap was the entire episode.
And yes, thank you for coming tonight. Thank you. Don't you say it. Anyways, with that, you are able to conjure the tiny hut and finally have a long rest, a much deserved long rest after many short battles, an ancient black dragon, 2 high-level water elementals, and a hydra. It was a good time. You guys have done really well. It means I can.
Giving us a long rest.
Yes, because we're totally starting with you having a long rest, right? Not at the beginning of it at all. But with that,
don't forget some of the people that have aid on it still have
correct
aid.
You'll have.
I think the long rest will reset that.
Yeah, when at the end of the long rest, it will reset that. Yes. But as we come back, as a mechanical thing to let you guys know, you guys are pushing in that water breathing. Very close. Like, if you wake up in a full 8 hours, you may have like half an hour or less of it left. So for those that
That's not scary at all that you're still tracking that.
yeah, well, yeah, you guys brought it
Oh,
up
wait,
and
I have
reminded
that
me.
cool armor. That means like
Oh yes, and also you got that armor, so you can. It's not
my
you
life
can't-
vest.
It is a life
Yeah.
vest. You can't breathe underwater with it, but you get a swimming speed, so you are not at disadvantage in the water.
Yeah,
great.
that's all I
That's-
care
It's
about.
amazing for you.
And if I drown, I float to the top.
Correct, by 60
Yes.
feet per round, which is insane. That just jets you up.
You just get
Just
shot.
boom. Yeah, it's literally like a pulled life vest, and yeah, it's
Flies
great.
out of the water.
And you just
into the-
rock it up
Yeah,
straight out
just
of
start
the water.
bouncing along the water,
Yes.
and there goes
Look, it's a
Amethyst.
bloody rock.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
amazing.
Rocket
Rock
to
skipping.
water.
Skipping stones.
Team rocket blasting off.
So
again.
for those that amazing.
I mean, she's a whole team in her head.
It's true. It's 3 of them. It's perfect. It's great. This is amazing.
I feel like out of all of them, Amethyst is probably Meowth.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I was gonna say as well. Yes.
Yes.
She's just the talking puppet.
Yes, 100%. I was gonna make that joke.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so you are pushing for those, I'm letting you know as a nice thing, for those that, at the end of a long rest, provided you make it there, you can, for those that re-prepare their spells, maybe you want to do that. Or you guys can cut your long rest short and guarantee things, but we'll make a roll for that.
Sorry.
Make a roll to make sure you guys are nice, well, and rested, and not waking up a little more exhausted than normal if you cut it a bit short. I'll give you that option. Anyways, as we come to, in this perpetually stormy night you're currently in, yet again, Amdrus has created the dome. Is there anyone going on a watch? Or is most people going to bed?
I feel like Amethyst might push for a watch for reasons.
Okay, because that was...
Joel is exhausted. He has a level of exhaustion. He's been beat up. He's going to
Oh,
bed.
I forgot you
Like,
did. Yeah. Well, in that case, Mariana can stay up with you, if you would prefer.
Yeah,
And that
that's...
way everyone else can head to bed.
I'll do a second. I'll go on the second watch, I guess, if we're gonna take full watch rounds.
Okay. And I do want to ask, outside a game, but you guys essentially could have discussed this. Are you wanting to cut your long rest a bit short to make sure you have water breathing still for the upcoming battle? Or are you going to push it?
I think we're gonna push it. At least
Okay.
I think we should push it.
Get that full rest.
Do you still have
make
that... Do you still have that potion? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So that's 2 people can breathe water, and then there you have 1 potion of water breathing. That's
Yeah.
half the team,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
fine.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
A full rest, or well.
And for those that you might be able to, for Zephyr and Joel, I don't know if you guys do, but you might be able to prepare water breathing as well as a spell for the day, if that is something you
Oh shit.
want to do
I
in a
haven't
long
looked at.
rest.
I forgot I could do that.
That's why I was pushing that, but I'll say it directly. I don't know if I know some druids. I think
Some-
can. I don't know if clerics can, but anyways.
I also have my wild shape, so if we needed to, I could do that for a good chunk of time.
That's true. That's true.
There
You have no idea what's to come, anyways. So it is.
No.
I'll
It's
just fly on my cloud and start blasting
Oh.
from up there.
fine. Be a target in the air, and that's fine.
Sorcerer's good things. Yeah.
Shut up, Aurora!
Well, it's true. Anyways, so with that,
Just airplane crash noises as Amethyst falls.
she would. Well, with that, as you guys all head down for a much needed rest, Mariana, who's still doing pretty good, will stay up, and Amethyst, if you would like to as well. As everyone heads to bed, she will just say, I will stay up. I feel, this dome is nice and all, but I know Gar is a very good spellcaster, powerful spellcaster. So just in case, I would like someone awake in case something comes,
Yeah, for sure. Do you mind if I stay with you?
No, of course not.
Cool.
I've actually wanted to talk to you. We have a lot to catch up on, so.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
It's a rock fingers.
Literally, as everyone lays down and you guys kind of get comfortable, she just will look at you and give you a warm smile. And just goes, it's just funny, considering the first time I met you, you were, dare I say, helpless. And now look at you, rock fingers and all. Seems like
Yeah.
you've kind of learned to stand your ground. About damn time.
We're trying.
I thought it too. I was like, why did I do this to myself? It's gonna be stuck in my head for the rest of the session.
Yep.
Yeah, I think my patron might be trying to. I think she thinks I'm too squishy.
I mean, makes sense.
I mean, she's not wrong considering who she is.
Yeah, so, can I ask about that now? Is that... I never wanted to push when,
Yeah.
Was that always there when I met you, or was that a new thing?
So. Okay, I feel like I should start from the beginning.
Boy, and she, makes sure she gets nice and comfy and is like, story time, okay?
And I make a mental thought of this is happening. Behave.
Okay.
Somebody in particular.
You just hear a chuckle in your head, and you know exactly who it is.
So, I told you that I came from the mountains and I spent some time trying to leave where I came from.
Hmm.
What I didn't tell you was it was a cult.
Oh.
Yeah.
So many things are already sticking and making sense. Not gonna lie.
And they took a bunch of children. So I don't even know where I came from. I was just there my entire life. And they said that we were special and that we would become even more special. And then I was the first one that merged. I guess the closest term I can say is spirit.
Oh. So, those times you were muttering to yourself,
That was Hatara.
and they got a name. Okay. That's fine. Makes sense, honestly. I'm glad it wasn't... I'm glad it's that and not...
Me being completely nuts of
Yes.
Yeah. Me too. Though Hatara can be a lot.
Oh, is it
But
a bad voice?
oh no. She's just very. How do I describe Hatara? She's very different from I.
Oh.
And so I was the first one to merge, and they started making me priestess, and then I started realizing how bad everything was there.
Oh.
And well, I mean, we get a lot of the psychic abilities I have kind of come from Hatara, and they were testing it out on a lot of kids.
Oh. And are they still around? Like, if you, after this, like, we can go up in the mountains and we can fuck some people up. Just saying. Like, you're allowed to. That sounds fucked up.
I had considered, but I do need to make sure I'm much stronger too.
You look,
Mentally as well as power.
fair enough. Though, considering you just took out a Hydra, I feel like you're plenty strong, but, you know.
That was a team effort.
True. But
But it was also there that I met my patron, who is a Dao.
she gives you a look and like, I have no idea what that means, but okay.
She's a genie
Oh.
of the Earth plane. And I'm just gonna be like, rock fingers.
Rocks make sense. That okay.
Yeah.
I'm
We
catching
kind
up
of
now.
bonded. We kind of bonded over my chosen name. So
Oh,
I guess I didn't have a name. Me and a couple of friends that I had growing up all gave each other names. But once they merged, they took their spirit's name.
oh, and you
And-
didn't?
I wanted to say myself.
Well, I'm glad you did.
But yeah, Zena found me and I made a wish to leave. And she made it possible for me to leave. Wasn't easy, but I never ran so fast in my life. And then I just didn't stop until I guess I found that port.
And those drunken sailors, which explains the ratted look, the white dress. You know, I was very concerned when I first met you, but
Yeah, well, if it weren't for you, I don't know what would have happened. I'd never seen so many strange people in my life.
yeah, there's a lot of characters. We'll say in a port. I mean, she looks towards a very loudly snoring Amdrus, I'm sure at this point, and she goes, you know, a lot of crazy characters. Not all bad though.
No, I've come to learn that. And then when you went missing, I think that was the second time I've ever run so fast from something in my life.
Sorry
And
that I kind of left such a message for you.
It's fine. I should have been there.
No, that's fine. I mean, you always said you had things to do. I assume patron related then? Just amazing.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Our groceries are getting delivered.
Oh, fun.
Oh, that's so late. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Zena's way of training me.
Well, shit.
So-
I wish I knew. I would have totally came with, you know?
I was already scared of. I was already a big enough freak. If I told you I had actual voices in my head, I don't know if you would have taken me in.
I would have. You know, you were already kind of crazy with purple eyes and stark white hair and talking to yourself. You know, I would have been. I wouldn't have cared.
Well, I'm glad for your generosity.
Of course. I mean, sorry my father's a dick. But
Yeah, I left everything that I could before I left. So
you
I
shouldn't, honestly. You should have just left with everything you could. But
I panicked. I've made much more gold now. I mean, like, I never.
I do feel that. look, I understand that some of the gold that Gar gets wasn't in the best way, but hey, we got a paying wage, more than I made, even in tips, with drunken sailors. And that says a lot.
It does. It does.
Love to go back and flaunt that in his face, but I feel like there's...
Not to flaunt an Eldritch Blast into his face.
Wouldn't stop you.
I mean, if I get a certain... if I get certainly close, I can do some spells. How, is he resistant to psychic?
I don't... I feel like... No. I feel like the answer is no.
Noted.
Well, I'm glad to
kidding.
see that you can at least even make those jokes.
This
glad-
would help me a lot.
I'm glad. I'm glad that my last-ditch hope that you could find Amdrus, and even though you were always so scared to meet him, I'm glad it seems like you guys are getting along.
I appreciate you being patient with me.
That's fine. People grow at their own pace, and clearly you needed space. So, I was willing to give you that. That's why I, gave you your own room. It was a lot to convince my dad to lose one of his rooms, but, didn't want you cramped in, like, the back or in a tiny bedroom like mine,
I've slept in worse.
I'm sure, but it's not really the point, is it? Didn't want you to
It's
have
not.
worse.
No, and you always made sure it was.
Yeah, I tried. So,
Coco.
oh no. So, me and Amdrus had a talk last night.
Oh.
I feel like because of me, he's now choosing whether to stay with you guys and continue with whatever you were doing or leave with me. And I just wanted your opinion on it. Don't tell him I said anything, because I know he wanted to say it at his own face and yada yada, but...
I mean, you just deserve to be happy and have a life of happiness after everything.
Yeah, I know. It's just hard thinking we can walk away from it all. Is all.
I understand. You know, I kind of envy you a little.
Me?
Yeah.
Why
just-
me?
You've always been so strong. I had to make a deal. Multiple deals.
I mean, so did I.
You were strong much before then.
Thank you, but that was much a face I put on in front of drunken people.
Your will was always strong. And you have somebody who loves you so unconditionally.
So do you. And she'll, like, move and grab your hands. And she'll kind of, like... Fingers are very cold, but...
They are.
Do you feel
I mean,
how
I
cold
guess-
they are?
I guess I don't. And she'll just like absentmindedly touch. Like if I do this, I do, but they don't feel cold.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, that's good, I guess. But anyways...
I do really think Zane is trying to turn me into a rock.
And that would be... I mean, you kind of did, didn't you? In the other
Oh,
cavern?
I
You,
was like
fully...
in a crystal.
Yeah,
I was
you like
inside.
fully geoded it, and I
Yeah.
was a little worried, to be honest. I Didn't know what to take of that.
That was the first time I tried that. It was kind of cool.
It was cool. Knowing that you can come out of that, it is cool.
Yeah.
Not knowing that scared me. I thought we were going to have to chip you out or something. It's like, which, I mean, I would have done, and you would see her kind of flick her wrist, and her rapier would appear in her arm. I've gotten pretty good at this. Which will make it disappear.
I have no doubt. That's why I say you've always been strong. This was always inside of you.
It wasn't, though. And she points at her eye. I also made a deal, and you keep on yelling at me for it.
You don't know who you made a deal with.
I mean, I kind of know. I feel like Amdrus doesn't, but I feel like it's because he doesn't really listen.
Oh, I gave him an earful too. Both him and Atayim both made very poor tasted deals. Though I will say Atayim scares me a little bit more.
We're kicking Amethyst out of the eating. We're having a meeting later.
How dare you?
In your sleep.
Yeah.
Having a little, like, dream meeting. Like,
We're having a dream meeting, yes.
I'm like your 20-year-old mom friend, okay? I'm like the baby of the group, but also the mom of the group.
Mom. Yes, yes. I love it.
I was gonna say you just call me baby mama, but that's...
No. No, backpedaling that immediately.
It's a very different thing. It's a very different thing. I don't know what they call baby mamas in Canada, but down here in the US of A, it's a very different thing.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. It's the same
Yeah.
thing, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Oh, God.
But yeah, she'll just kind of laugh, and she just goes... And it seems like you guys are getting along, which is good.
I think it helps that I'm not the weirdest one in the group.
No, you're traveling with a dragon and a blue person. I think you're fine.
And an orc. Half orc.
I guess that's true. Full orc. Yeah.
You should
mean,
have seen
that's-
Joel. Sometimes he acts really
Hot
strange
orc.
too.
Really hot orc. That's the key part. He just goes, really? I mean,
Yeah, there was one day he got really weird and was just eating cold soup with his bare hands.
that feels like a lot to unpack.
I think he had a very bad emotional day. He had a very bad day.
Hey, then I don't blame him, because we've all been there. I ate bugs.
Oh.
Yeah, it was not a fun time, but
I mean, I did too when I was
It's kind of my
leaving
fault.
the mountains. Yeah, it was.
it's not fun. No.
It's not.
No. They're crunchy, yet slimy, and wiggly, and it's gross.
It is.
Slimy yet satisfying.
I thought that's where he was
I was
going
about
to.
to- I was about to say.
I
I
almost
was just gonna
did.
leave it alone.
Just because, well, being in a jail cell isn't fun, but I got out. It's fine. Anyways,
I feel like you should do whatever your heart's telling you to. At the end of the day, though, I think a farm would look real good on you.
it's exactly what I was thinking. Kind of hating the water at this point. And she just like looks at the like outside in the pouring rain of this flooded cavern.
Yeah, it's kind of like a gimmick at this point that like all my stuff is just rocks. But like, I really do prefer rocks.
That's fair.
Like, I don't like this constantly being drenched feeling.
I mean, I was kind of used to it, but like, yeah, this definitely takes it to another level than.
It does.
But
no matter what, I just want you to be happy.
yeah, same to you.
After, I'll get there.
You will.
I,
She looks to Amdrus and looks back to you and goes, "You will. I will make sure you will. I promise, okay?"
I think a cat just fell out of the window.
No. Oh, jeez. Probably Ren.
Actually, might have been Mina and her chonky butt.
True. Yeah, she just kind of grabs your hand tighter. She goes, now that Amdrus knows you, he's gonna also know that if he marries me, he's marrying you. Like, we come as a package deal. It's gonna happen.
Well, no matter what, if you do go with him, there's other stuff I need to finish first.
Is it dangerous?
Oh, very most likely.
Okay, well,
But at least I won't
Noted.
be alone.
no, you won't. And I guess, I mean, that's also because of, you know, what's going on in your head, but more so.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's more so I need to make sure that my end of the bargain with Zena is completed.
That doesn't sound good. Not gonna
Well,
lie.
I mean, at least she was very straightforward about her needs when she made a deal with me. Which is why I keep giving you guys an earful about it.
Okay, I guess that's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that one. And she'll just kind of like smile and look at you. And she will just go, I'm glad you finally told me.
I'm glad I was able to.
Yeah, me too.
That would have been
Hell, I'm glad you
my
found
biggest
me.
regret.
And you found
Yeah.
Amdrus. I mean, it just shows how strong you truly are. You might not believe it, but I can see it.
I mean, they made it really easy for me. I was helping out at an inn in Lakefall, and then they threw a giant party, and they were just all screaming each other's. They made it very easy.
That's fair. But hey, that sounds about right. Honestly, I can't even deny it. That sounds like Amdrus and anyone he's around at any point. He makes bands out of random people. Usually they're drunk enough and they go along with it. Just a thing he does. Oh no.
Black Earth Rock Band would have been fucking killer. I'm just saying.
You're right. I agree.
Fair enough. Fair
The
enough.
Rock and Roll Brigade would have. You know what? We're going on tour next year. So it's fine.
We're going to the rock
That-
place next anyway,
Yeah.
maybe, right?
There you go. There you go. Yeah, you can start your band. Anyways,
I'll just make a bunch of rock golems for you, and you can teach them how to play guitar.
Through the power of music, we unite these lands.
Jesus. Makes me think of so many corny movies. She'll like pull you into a hug, and she
I'll
goes,
hug her back.
she'll give you a long, comforting hug, and then she'll kind of go, and look what I figured out to do. It's not as impressive as Amdrus. And she'll like focus, and you'll see a tiny miniature version of the dragon turtle that Amdrus summoned kind of fly around in silence as she moves it, as she casts, because I realized she got new spells, she casts Minor Illusion. She goes, not as big, can't make noise. I guess I could, but I don't know if I can do it at the same time. That might be tricky, but it's something. I'm hoping to surprise her with it in the morning.
It's wonder.
But
I feel like she's gonna blush a little bit and just be like, "So I think I met someone that I might like."
okay. And she just drops the spell and immediately grabs her hand and goes, you need to tell me everything. Because that is everything.
So I can't remember off the top of my head where this was. Where was this? Actually,
It was in River Pass.
The inn.
River Pass.
In
Okay,
the Watchful
yeah.
Night Inn in the River Pass.
Yes.
As she writes it down.
Yeah, because like all I have is Senya, waitress. I rolled a nat 20. I think she's blonde.
Yes, she isn't blonde. She's got long blonde hair. It's usually pulled up in a ponytail.
And in the end, that's all you really need to know.
That's all. Honestly, I do like me some blondes.
There you go.
Blonde women do just have a soft spot for me.
There you
Like,
go.
other way around. So yeah, I'll just like probably gush to her about that.
And yeah, she will be so excited. She
And then I
will
meant to,
say,
like-
"Oh, sorry.
Oh, go.
No, do what you're gonna
Oh, it's like, and then I was gonna ask this really friendly gnome to like bring a note to her, but then at time had these flying like notes, and now I seem like a freak that I just dropped a letter on her doorstep.
do." Yeah, I could see that being kind of creepy, but also
It's all
could,
about the drama.
you know, she might think it's cute, you know, a little secret love letter.
I left a little piece of amethyst in it. It might not be so secret. I'm not
Oh,
good at
well.
this.
That's so cute. She got a present. I'm sure she'll love it. I don't know her at all, but I'm sure she'll love it. It's fine. Especially, you know, if you go back and talk to her. That's the key
God, I
thing.
never
Is
even
you need
thought
to
about going
follow
back.
up on that.
Oh no.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, we can talk more about this tonight, and I can give you
Please.
some. Yeah. Mhm.
How did you woo Amdrus? I mean, that may have been easy.
Yes. Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm. I walk up with beer, and he was already eyes open and ogling over me. It's
Okay,
fine.
better question. How did Amdrus woo you?
Well, he was funny, and he wasn't a dick like most of his crewmates, so that made him stand out.
Yeah.
And she looks over, and she's like, "Andy's really hot," so that kind of works. You know, bonus points.
She's gonna like pull out a scrap of paper, like tell jokes. Don't be mean.
Tell
Be
jokes,
hot.
Don't be mean.
Be hot.
Be hot.
Relationship.
Just be a lava
advice.
rock.
There we go. There we go.
Oh my god, Pyro.
And not to roleplay it because I, as a person, has fucking no idea. I am terrible at that. She will. You and her can have a mock.
Very sisterly.
Yes, a very like
Very
sisterly talk.
sisterly.
And well, if she says this, what would you say? You know, and as the night continues. And during said night, as it continues, Ataim,
Oh god.
you found yourself probably falling asleep pretty quickly. It was an exhausting, long day. And the sound of the storm helps, as always. You're always very more comfortable when there's a storm. Always
Yes.
have been, I'm sure. And as you close your eyes, kind of hearing Mariana and Amethyst begin to kind of talk, all you hear is the storm. And then within the storm, something more. A voice calls to you. Do you listen?
Yes.
You will hear a powerful voice, one very familiar to your ear. As your patron calls to you and says, Ataim, Prince of Air and Storm, come to me. Come to my palace.
Yes, Daddy. Say less.
Do you listen?
Yes. I mean, he used my titles, of course.
It's all Ataim needs, and you got
All I
them.
need is to hire a title.
We're all
Okay.
fucking doomed. Jesus Christ.
I am here.
Turns
Team
out we
A.
were the.
We're like Team Easy A.
Hey.
Hey.
Also, it's a great movie. Just putting that up there.
It's a great.
It's like one of my favorite movies.
That's a good movie.
Anyways, so as it calls to you, do you get up and follow it?
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah.
Amethyst, as you and Mariana have your girl talk, you notice Atim sit up
Oh, physically. Oh, okay.
and open his eyes, and there you see the glowing, both amber eyes.
I will do a full ass Arcana check on this one boy.
Please
Both.
shoot.
Wait a minute.
Fuck. 15.
You know what? I'll do one Mariana as well. That was very cocked. Ooh, oh, hold on. That was a good roll. I'm rolling like shit with her. Hold on.
My plus 9 saved me on that one. I rolled a 6.
Heals. Arcana. Hers is +2. She got a 15 as well. Look at that.
Oh fuck yeah! Let's go.
As you
This is
both
really
stop
low.
and look, it looks as if he is sleepwalking. As you call his name, he does not respond, and he gets up and walks out into the storm.
Well,
And Mariana will look at you and go, normal or no?
No.
Okay, and she stands up and she summons her rapier and she starts to march after.
Yeah, Amethyst is gonna do the same. I have no spells. This is bad.
And as you guys watch, you'll see Atim just walking along the shore until he gets to the edge, looking up as the storm crashes and flashes with lightning. Atim, as you open your eyes, you see an immense castle rising in front of you, made of solidified air, and a pair of massive, grandiose double doors that open with your presence. And as you walk in, you are met with yet another grandiose, overly detailed, overly massive hallway. Pillars along as you continue to walk. Until the end where it opens into, or it ends with two curved staircases that lead up to a point. Even the ceiling of this massive hall is just a storm cloud, forever flashing and striking with lightning. And you see the familiar sage-like figurine, the long whispering hair, the robes twirling around him, and his hand outstretched with the ever, not touching, but ever floating multiple gold bands that drift around his wrists. And the amber eyes that look down at you. As you hear him say, "My prince, your power is ever growing, and thus your connection to me as well. You've proven to be a perfect choice to be my prince, in every way. So, I ask, is my fan of use?"
It has been very much.
Good to hear. But I feel as though more would be nice. No?
I mean, I wouldn't say no.
That's what I was hoping you'd say. So please, allow me to grant you more. And with a flick of his wrist, the fan flies out of your bag and begins to glow. An amethyst. You will see Atim take the fan out and it to emit a bright light. And as you walk up to him, he begins to fly in the air. As the lightning and the thunder gets louder and more aggressive, striking more often, the rain hitting harder. It's almost
Yes, magical
pushing
void
you
transformation.
back. It is almost pushing you guys back, not allowing you to get any closer. And you will see the wind and rain begin to whip around him, making almost a sphere of storm encircling him. Atiim. He says, I do not know how it will appear for you, but there is plenty more. All you have to do is ask. All you have to do is grow your power with me, and thus I will grow it back. And he will raise his arm. And as you hear the storm in the hallway get louder and louder, and the light of the fan get brighter and brighter, you're almost blinded and deafened by the power that encircles you. I would like you to make a charisma check. Roll a d20 and add your charisma.
Oh, are you kidding me? Really? 8.
Okay.
So sad.
As you see this, you kind of have to like close your eyes and try to drown it out, as it's almost too strong for you. And mechanically, what this is a DC of 20 minus your warlocking levels. And essentially, for every level, you can cash in 1 new power. So if you'd like, you can cash in all 3 right now. Or you can cash in 1 and keep them in for later. And if you choose to go further in Warlock, you will get more. And the DC will get easier. And if you pass the DC, you get something stronger, versus failing, which you get something minor. So, I would like...
Explain it again.
So mechanically, per level, so right now you have 3, you can cash in a new power. And every time you do, you have to roll a check. And the DC will be 20 minus your level of Warlock. So right now, the DC is 17.
Oh.
If you pass it, you get a major boon. If you fail it, you get a minor boon. Still all good. Still, ultimately, it's a boon. You can cash in right now all 3, and we can do 3 right now. Or you can save it for another time. And if you go further in Warlock, it only will be easier and more to come.
I'll tell you when cash in all 3 right now.
All 3 right now. Then I would like you to make 2
100%.
more charisma checks, please.
All right.
So what, you need 17?
17.
16, so close.
16.
Ah! All right, here we go. That's a nat 1. So 5.
Okay. Luckily, nat 1, nat 20 doesn't really do anything for you, but
Well, yeah.
that's fine. That's probably good for your level, because some of the major are a lot. I'm like,
That's fine.
level 10 might be much for these. But, so, I would
You
like
be
you...
overly confident and be like, yeah, of course I want everything down.
So essentially, you get to roll a d12 3 times. So roll a d12 for me.
Okay. 12. 10.
I knew you were going to get that one first. Okay? Roll again.
Yeah.
You're going to love that one. I know that.
8.
Okay, I love that one. Perfect. Roll again.
And
I'm so afraid.
I know. I'm like terrified.
So
that's 10 again.
re-roll again.
Yeah.
And if you get 12, you get to roll 2.
4.
Just letting you know. And 4. Ooh. Oh, yes. I love all of these. Okay, cool. You didn't get the one I was really hoping for, but that's fine. That can come.
Oh no, whatever.
Was
The one was it the one you told me?
No, but that one's great too. I told her one of the
Fuck.
things I have on this list because
Nice.
I loved it.
And I'm afraid.
That makes sense for you.
Amethyst, as you watch Atim just drift into the storm, you will see the light, both the lightning and the light from his fan flash, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And in that moment, you see all the rain and all the energy that has been building and building and building suddenly almost implode and go quiet. The rain stops, the lightning stops, the thunder stops. And there's this moment of breath of what is happening. And then everything comes back just as quickly, and you guys are hit with rain and a crash of thunder, and a team lands
Gracefully or not?
safely.
Okay, cool.
And you will see him holding the fan, and he will turn to you, both eyes gleaming, burning amber. And then they will fade, and the one will go back to blue. And at team, you wake up to Mariana with her rapier out, staring at you, and Amethyst confused, both outside in the rain.
How you doing?
Hey.
You okay?
What was
Yeah,
that?
Yeah, why? What was what?
Do you not see where you are?
Huh. Oh, there was a physical. Oh, interesting. Okay.
There was
Physical?
a what?
I mean, I wasn't expecting to actively be walking, but I guess that makes sense.
She'll look at you, Amethyst, expecting you to know what's happening.
What happened? Where did you go?
There was this just let me tell you about opulence real quick. So there was a palace of air, and then I was kind of like exploring it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was my patron was giving me more powers and stuff. It was great. It was a lovely dive.
You what?
More powers,
Uh-huh.
you know? Yeah.
Oh, at what cost?
I don't know, this whole thing between costs, and I've yet to have to pay anything, so I don't really know what
I
you
don't
mean,
like
but
this end of that either. Mm, mm.
he called me Prince, and I was like, of course, yes. Great. It's lovely.
You
Everything
see
has a
Mariana,
price,
like, physically
too.
facepalm. Goes,
We have a grand
Not
relationship. I
surprised.
don't know what.
I don't know why I expected Amdrus' best friend to be any different. That makes a lot of sense.
Excuse me.
That wasn't a bad thing. I'm just saying.
What do you mean?
And you'll see her, like,
how's
she'll,
it
like,
feel to be guilty by association?
move her
I
wrist,
think
and the
you're in a
sword will
toxic
disappear.
relationship with your patron.
I've yet to see the toxicity.
I've literally seen your patron, and they do not give me the good vibes.
I feel
Here's
like-
something you
Zayn-
immediately
Zayna-
notice at team.
Oh.
At team. Here's something you immediately notice. You no longer have smell. You cannot smell. And thus, you are immune to things that cause, like stinking cloud spells and stuff like that. But you no longer smell the beautiful rain and storm around you. That's the first thing you notice.
We love me some sweet irony.
So it's just like in a moment, it just.
Are you okay?
Huh.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Insight check.
Sure. Team, make a deception check.
Motherfucker. I got a 10.
I got 6.
Nothing is getting past you right now. I mean, you were zoned in right now. You're like, that's utter bullshit. Like, you don't even.
I didn't even have to put any effort into
Yeah,
seeing
really,
why.
you're like- Yeah, okay, you've seen him lie better than this.
Nothing.
What's wrong?
There's an absence
Absence?
Oh.
of sense. I feel like I. No need to be sassy. I'm fully aware.
I said nothing.
I
knew
feel
it
like
was
your
going
face
through
said
it.
it all. To be honest, Amethyst, just putting that out there.
That's fair.
Are you okay?
I feel fine. I think I can't smell anymore. Which sucks because I love the taste of food and that's just gonna really dampen that. But it's
That,
right,
that really is.
Yeah, that doesn't sound great at all.
It's
Well, she looks to Amethyst like, at
So,
least we
wait,
can hire
so-
him for the dirty work. You know, he won't smell
so.
it all.
What did
so.
y'all
Yeah.
see?
You walked.
You floated into the sky, and we kept getting pushed back, and lots of thunder, lots of rain, and then
Pew,
the
pew.
3 flashing lights, and then you just descended. Your eyes were completely amber.
Yeah, it was like you were sleepwalking.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You didn't answer us when we called.
So we followed because we were concerned.
Very.
Okay. Well, there was the time that like I went fully unconscious for like 8 hours. I
Yeah,
think.
that.
So
Yeah.
like
What?
at least
Oh, he
at
went
least-
to like. Do I know you? I know that you went to the. Yeah, you explained. That
yeah,
you
I
went to-
explained.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
explained.
cool. He went to the elemental plane of air.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so each element has its own like elemental plane. That's where my patron's from. Is from the
Mhm.
elemental plane of frost.
Earth
and
makes
earth.
Yeah.
sense.
So I got
guess,
these-
yeah.
Yeah.
That
Well,
makes...
I got these, lovely.
Oh, I thought those
call
were
'em
just tattoos.
Oh no,
I'm increasingly concerned, and now I understand why you are. And she looks to you.
Thank you.
well, I touched a door and it was a lot of lightning and thunder, and wind. But, it gave me powers. So hey.
Yeah, and so do you just sell your soul to the first person that calls you a prince?
I feel like he answered that as a yes already.
What do you mean sell my soul? I don't know what you mean.
Are you? Did you? Did I? No. That would have been
Understand
explained.
what warlock packs are?
I don't think so. It's
Did
fine.
you? She turns to you, Amethyst.
I mean, I sold my services. Is that not the same?
I mean, no.
No,
See?
I'm all for services. I can provide
Is it the
many
same?
services.
I will just say this out loud.
Yeah.
You will hear then and go, no.
Oh. Okay, you guys get it off this time, but next time.
You will hear Katara say, there are those that do, though. And you might never know when you make that deal.
That is also a very good point. You guys don't know what you sold.
Services. Isn't that what you just said? That's probably what we
Services,
did.
yeah. Like I'm pretty
Probably, but you don't know. I sold my services because Zaina gave me a very specific contract. She's very precise about it and very clear. You guys
Mention something
Oh,
about
man, I'm getting really tired. Let's go, Auntie, and we should go to
meeting
bed.
me
She starts to
later,
walk away.
So, I think it's fine.
Yeah,
if
Mariana
my
just kind
hair
of
weren't
stretches
white
and
already,
fake yawns
I would
and
be going gray.
starts walking away. Like, we really should get some sleep. Big day tomorrow.
Was the fan in my hand?
Yes. and
Yes.
It's in your hand.
Cool.
And you will feel the energy kind of going through. I will tell you, on the break, I'll have to update the item. And you'll have to
Okay.
read it in full. But, so the first one you rolled, you gained the Wrath of the Storm ability. Stolen from the Tempest Cleric. And, yes. So you, amount of times per long rest equal to your proficiency modifier. You can rebuke an attacker within 5 feet of you. You can make them make a dex save and do a 2d8 lightning or thunder damage on a fail or half on a success. You are immune to spells as such the Sinking Cloud, but you lose your sense of smell. And you get a 1-state cast of Shatter, which was the last one you rolled,
Okay.
which is very fitting.
Yes.
That's the benefits. We can talk later about maybe what comes with that.
There's no drawbacks.
No, not at all. Actually, I should really read if... Oh, actually. No, I read the wrong one. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. You're fine.
Actually.
Actually, I read the one below it, and I was like, oh, Amethyst would notice something. But nope. You're fine. Anywho, with that,
Well, I guess since I'm awake, I will take next watch.
fair enough. I mean, it was a joke to get out of that conversation, but I am getting tired.
That's fair.
Do you want company? Do we wake up somebody? I don't know if Amdrus would wake up at the moment.
No, he wouldn't. I'll be fine.
Okay, well, I guess you can wake up somebody if you need it. And she will loop her arm around you, Amethyst, and tug you in to the dome.
She's just gonna be like, I don't think I ever want children. This is too many lessons that I've had to teach adults.
It's fine. We'll just have enough animals at it.
Adults. I'm fairly young.
I think I'd like a cat.
I love cats. Yeah, I used to feed a lot. We used to feed the stray cats. I remember. I always caught you stealing bread and throwing it out there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not that stealthy, but luckily my dad's an idiot. So you throw some money on the thing and he's focused. You know, it's fine.
They needed to eat too.
They do. That's why I never said it. Anyway, with that, Zatim, you sit down and ponder this new power you can feel granted for you for the new battle to come.
Mm-hmm.
A little strange not being able to smell, but ultimately maybe it will help. Amdrus,
Oh, don't say my name. You're not allowed.
sit up. You might need to.
Oh. I was fine. I was DMing my girlfriend. I was enjoying the conversation between everybody. It was a lovely moment, and now you got to do this to me.
There'll be another lovely moment. It's fine.
There'll be plenty.
Oh boy. All right, here we go.
Falling as fast asleep as you did. As per normal, you were very tired. It was a long day. Sleep came easy. Luckily, considering the fight to come. And beyond that, choices to come. Eventually, your eyes flutter open. And you find yourself floating in the air. But it's dark. And the air seems heavy, as if you are flying in a storm cloud. And you can feel it swirling around you. And then you hear muffled sounds like thunder ripping through them. What do you do?
I think I'm gonna go investigate the sound, since that's
As
I'm
you
just curious.
As you try to will yourself forward, you don't notice a change. And then you try to move. And it almost feels like someone or something is holding you back. You feel heavy. You're trying to move. And you look around. And you see other objects flying around. Many just shapes in the cloud that you can barely see as it swirls around you. And then you hear a crashing thunder. And then the sound, or the light of lightning in the clouds in front of you flash. And you notice two large shapes in that quick flash of light. What do you do?
Can I do a perception check on the shapes? Get a general, like,
Sure.
do they look familiar, or...
Make a perception check.
Come on, duck dice. Don't let me down. Yeah, lucky. Listen, these are cute little, they got little rubber ducks in them.
Oh, I got new dice that have little, like, pink triceratops in them. They're cute.
Amazing.
Yes. They're very weighted and not in a good way, so I don't use them, but they're pretty.
So it's an 11 plus 5, so 16.
16, okay. So as you
Mine got me
focus...
mushroom ones.
Yay. As you focus on these shapes, and then ahead of you, waiting for another lightning strike to happen. It feels like you're waiting forever before it does. and the lightning lights up those shapes again, moved now, but larger and distant, further away. And then comes a crashing of thunder. And then you notice more objects fly by you. Some stop, some go way beyond you. Different shapes. People? Objects? It's really hard to tell. It almost seems like the storm cloud you are in is getting thicker and murkier. As you try to focus, it's almost like it's working against you. What do you do?
I want to try to get closer to the shapes. Try to head in the direction that I last saw them in.
Okay, the larger ones?
Yeah.
So as you're trying to like push yourself forward, you're moving your arms, you finally feel like you're getting somewhere. And that's when the pain hits you.
Oh.
Your side hurts immensely. And you look down to see it darken and wet. Now I ask you again, what do you do as you come to the realization that you are drowning and the murkiness in the air is your blood mixing with the water?
I think as a pirate, I would try to find the surface.
As another flash happens, it gets further, and you realize what you're seeing are boats on the surface, getting further and further away as you sink. And as you panic and try to move through the pain and the weight that you're feeling in the thickness of the water, you hear a voice call to you in the depth. I can help you make it out alive. I can help you turn the tides of the battle you are so desperately losing. What do you say? What do you do?
I'll ask. Is that the lament above?
Correct.
We never lost a fight.
But you
As long
are.
as I was.
You are losing. Your friend gone. You are drowning.
No.
The objects you see are debris, and your crewmen dying and drowning with you. I ask only once. Do you take my hand for help?
Save the laments and get me to Mariana.
Then it's a deal. And as you reach out, you almost see a hand reach down for you. And in that moment, all that pain that is ripping through you and growing as you get your senses back turns and becomes power. An overwhelming power. And you find yourself able just to think and will yourself forward. And not just forward, but out of the water. And in almost a Avatar-esque water tornado, you rise. And with a flick of the wrist, the tides are yours to command. You look down at the Widow's Lament. A massive ballista has broken, a huge size in it, and you see it sinking. And you make eye contact with your captain, who will go down with the ship. And he looks at you, and you realize his eyes begin to glow to mirror yours. Two beautifully piercing blue eyes. And then you just see the lights of all your crew members, one by one, glow as well. And in that moment, you are able to topple the merchant vessel that you were fighting, that you so for sure thought you'd had, but began to lose. You were able to rise your boat, the Widow's Lament, up from sinking, even repair it. Those who were dying in the water, your crew members are able to suddenly swim and breathe, and you see them leap out of the water with great strength and power, cutting down those that cut them down a moment before. And like that, you turn the tides of the battle and sink the ship. The last person you see, desperately trying, is a man. Human, weak, a servant that was on that ship. Probably not even by his own free will, sinking with it. And as you land on your ship, it turns, and with that, you move your hands and are able to just send your boat home. And all of you, one by one, captain, crew, you, collapse in exhaustion. But hey, you won. And when you all wake up to the sunrise and the silhouette of the Silver Call Port in the distance, none of you really question or even remember how the boat got repaired, how you won, how you moved. But you did, and you got the loot. It was easy as it was when you first were planning. And as you dock and head down to the tavern to see Mariana, all is well. All is happy. And with that, you guys can have a long rest.
Thank God.
But Akta'im,
Mm-hmm.
you notice at one point, Amdrus stops snoring. And you check on him, and he's breathing, and it's fine. Only a few moments pass, and he snores loudly in your ear, breaking whatever worry you may have had. And if anyone wants to have a long rest, do anything else, now's your chance to speak up.
Oh, and so just a quick, before we went to bed, I made dinner for everybody, and I spent my last level 3 spell slot on Cure Wounds.
Cure Wounds, okay. Did anything else? Yeah. Just one Cure Wounds?
I only had the level 3 spell slot, so...
I didn't know, so... Okay,
okay, sorry. For my HP modifier now.
That is reset. You decided on a full 8 hours, yes, everybody?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You guys can have...
So I'm back to the 2 additional HP that I have from, like... Do I still owe?
No.
Oh.
You do not owe.
Never mind.
I think everybody's good.
Oh.
I believe that's other character. You're good.
Yeah, that's probably... Too many characters!
Yeah. Too many characters. I, or a team, would have during watch.
Yes.
Would have been looking through the Luminous spellbook.
Ah! I totally forgot about that. Let me see if I even have that ready. I don't think I do. So, oops, I totally forgot. I was so focused on your shit. I forgot that you had more shit. Also, did anyone look at the gemstones that were in the chest with the dagger?
Oh, I did want to say that I looked through. Okay. Yeah, because I have the jeweler's kit.
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
and
yeah. You haven't
everyone
even used that.
No, I haven't had a chance to. So I would say, like, first thing Amethyst would do when she wakes up would be take a look. Or I guess, like, even during the watch, she probably would have.
Okay. Well, just looking at it, you can see there are 2 small, and I say small compared to the other ones, rubies. But even they are, like, almost palm-sized. Then you see one that is palm-sized. Beautiful sparkling diamond. And then another, a bit bigger than the rubies, but of a sapphire. And if you would like, you can make an intelligence check, which I don't think you're proficient with Jeweler's Kit, but you do have one. So I'm going to give you advantage.
Sorry, just an intelligence check.
At advantage, yes, because you have the tools you need.
That's like the D20 plus whatever my
Yes,
intelligence is. Okay,
You
cool.
are correct, yes.
Oh, come on, you cocksucking whore. Sorry.
You're fine.
It was
Oh.
at a 16 and then rolled to
Nice,
an
fine.
8. So a 9.
You're not sure how much the rubies are worth. I will give that.
Okay.
If you want to roll for the other two, you can as well.
Also at advantage?
Yep, it's the same thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Oh.
you'll have advantage because you have the tools. You just don't have
Yeah.
the proficiency in it.
Come
7.
on.
I'll be nice and say you're not sure on the sapphire either. You can try for the
Okay.
diamond.
Come on, y'all, pray for me.
Apparently, advantage is not what you need. You need disadvantage.
I do. I hate it here. I
Yeah,
hate it here.
This is the first
on.
time. Yeah. To be
You're
fair,
gonna try
it's-
disadvantage.
Oh my god.
Okay. You know what? That makes me feel better.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. To be fair, this is the first time you've actually used it, and you like there is just things you don't really understand. And as you're just struggling with it, make an Arcana check for me.
Oh,
Or
hell yeah.
actually, no. Make this like.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Okay, you know what? I'll keep it because that was nice. I was gonna make it a charisma saving throw, but as you get
I mean,
frustrated.
I could, but I mean, it would be the exact same roll because my charisma is also a +9.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go. That's good because with that, as you're just frustrated, you will hear as everyone is getting up in the morning and you're looking at all these. You will hear in your head, Xana will go, "No, you're using it all wrong. I know crystals very well. Let me show you. And if you want, because you got a natural 20, I'm giving this specifically because of that. If you guys want to take another hour, but that will for sure knock out any water breathing you have, Xana will give you proficiency in jewels, and you will understand how to use it.
You want me to?
But you're risking.
Yeah, I think that's beneficial for the group.
You're
It is quite
risking.
beneficial, actually.
Drowning.
Yes, essentially.
I
It's fine. I have a
potion, I'm
life
not
vest.
worried.
I have a life vest now. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Okay, you do
Yeah.
that, and we'll come back to that hour in a moment. But as you complete this hour, and she tells you how to do it, showing you, and you almost feel her like hands there, like helping you like move things right, and this is how you look at it. And you will be able to figure out the 2 small rubies are worth 1,000 gold each. The sapphire is worth 1,200, and the diamond is worth 5,000 gold. Keep that in case of emergencies. That's what I'm going to tell you.
I mean, yeah, Coco.
So 2 rubies, 1 sapphire, 1 diamond. And with that, we're going to hit our break. I will warn
I made
y'all,
breakfast.
it might be slightly longer because I need to update Asim so he's well aware of everything good and bad.
I just agreed to. Yeah.
And yeah, we can talk about anything else that we need. Anywho, love you all. We'll be back shortly. Bye.
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 I really
Yay.
expected.
We can ask Aurora to clarify. But
Oh,
Would Gar be considered a creature?
yes.
Okay.
Anything is considered. Anything that's like a person or a monster is a creature.
Okay.
Anyways, welcome back, everybody. I expected some kind of yelling or some kind of comment when you came back, and you guys were just quiet, and I was like, okay.
I have
We're
food.
we're actively
I have
plotting
food.
to ruin your plans, Aurora.
I
That's
saw
what's
that, and
going
I was like, no one's doing anything. Celeste kind of was like, we're still talking, and I was like, okay, it's fine. I'll wait.
on. Shit's getting real, yo.
Yeah.
That's good. No, I'm glad.
Serious plans are.
No.
As you should be.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Do I want to do that?
Okay, you think about it. Anyways, welcome back,
No,
everybody.
I won't. I won't.
Okay.
Yet.
If you missed anything, we had some little nice little moments. We learned a little bit more about Amethyst, a little more details about her and Mariana and how when they met and stuff. Atim had a nice visit, or visited, you know. Got some more power, no drawbacks, totally fine. And Amdrus got a few of his memories back.
I had a dream.
You had a dream. And with that, as Amethyst is like, hold on, guys, I need this. Taking time, talking to herself. For the next hour, learning what a jeweler's kit does and everything about that.
You know what? I am.
What are you doing?
So, during that hour,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to go, I guess, back to the ledge of the area where at which I had been like staring up into the
Storm.
The storm.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to start like pulling magic from the storm, and I'm gonna start casting my Find Familiar. And I'm going
Oh, I totally forgot. So we're gonna, in a quick moment, to add to that, because I was something I meant to add, and I completely brushed over it because of all the
okay.
powers you got. Amethyst, during the night, you would have seen Atium come down, and a cloud would kind of be wisping around him, and kind of goes around his arm. And you notice as his eyes came back and everything kind of came back, it almost absorbed into his skin like a tattoo, like a white-gray tattoo of a cloud swirling around his forearm.
That's amazing, and I love it.
And then this morning, for everyone else, as you concentrate on that and you think about it, almost like evaporates off your skin, and you can summon this scroll that drops from this cloud.
Mhm.
And you have gained your Book of Shadows.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
Which was supposed to be another gift from him, and I completely forgot because I was like, "Ooh, we're doing 3 abilities," and I just jumped over
Yeah.
the whole section.
Hi guys, I have a lot.
Yeah.
Did I tell you it was my story? Yeah.
You do have a lot, and it's only going to be more, and that's totally not going to get bad at all at any point.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be great.
Yeah. Just, go higher in Warlock level and get more powers. That's all you need to do. Submit yourself further.
Submit.
Submit. But yeah, you'll see him kind of concentrate, and this cloud appear. And it takes an hour, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And it takes an hour, and eventually, what does it look like when you do this ritual and you summon your familiar?
Oh yeah, so it'll be like pulling like the magic from the storm essentially, and kind of like swirling and shaping of thunder and cloud and air as it forms into this like little air elemental.
Yeah, and you literally see like a small. I mean, what do you want it to look like? I have my own imagine, but what do you want it to look like? Is it just a little cloud with a happy face and little arms and legs? Is it?
It's a very
bit
small
more-
version of the tornado monster from Hercules.
Is it? Yeah, is it
No,
just
no.
a tiny little tornado? What is it?
It's the replica of me, but in cloud form. No.
You would.
No, I'd love to hear what you think it is.
Yeah, I honestly imagine it as just this little, like, chibi cloud person that's just like it. There is no features. It's just a little cloud body with little cloud legs and arms, and then just like what would be a face kind of forming in the clouds. And it looks
Yes.
up at you, and you can see like little lightning kind of strike as it's a little storm cloud. I would imagine because you brought it from the storm.
Mm-hmm.
What is his name?
Yeah, his name is Nimbus.
Makes sense. And I completely forgot about tokens for that as well. So I'm just gonna grab an air elemental and make it tiny, and that will be your thing for now. Ooh, I did the wrong thing. There we go. Perfect. So, as that's happening, as Amethyst is all with it, I think Find Familiar does take an hour to cast. Yes, as a ritual. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do have all that time. Technically, you need supplies, but I think did you buy the supplies ahead of time? I think you did. I feel like I remember you planning this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you technically, it's a
What do I
material
need?
cost.
Just like a sensor, I think, of some kind.
No, it's like 10 gold worth of charcoal, incenses, and incenses.
Charcoal,
I
incense,
feel like if
Oh,
you
yeah.
didn't, then at least I think Joel would have had some. So I'll still allow.
I make Atame roll a concentration check as I ask him what he wants for breakfast.
Yeah, I do have one more supplies worth of the Find Familiar stuff. And you're welcome to it.
I will name this thing Nimbus.
I'll take it out of my inventory.
Oh, it would help if I spelled it out, not Nibis. Nibis.
Nibis. Sir Nibis.
Unfortunately, you will not be able to control it when you have it, if you're going to use it for battle. So just like let me know where to move it, and then I'll fix it for next session, hopefully. But yeah, as that's all happening, and Amdrus, you're cooking breakfast. Joel, Zephyr, what are you guys doing?
I'm just hanging out.
Yeah, I think I would have brought Ray out to play and meet with Nimbus.
Yes.
Oh my god, can I show Zephyr how to make like sunny side up hard boiled eggs? Like hard eggs.
Oh my god.
Like, just like no, you're flipping it. You gotta just let it lie for a minute. Let it really solidify. Then you give it a go.
We're
I
having
feel like
such a
if she flips
wholesome
it,
moment
she's just
in
gonna like slap it
the
down,
depths of evil.
breaking the yolk.
Oh, you broke. You know what? It's fine. We'll make it scrambled. It's not a big deal.
To be fair,
Eggs
I
are
like it.
versatile.
And you'll see Mariana kind of walk up and like put her hand on your shoulder, Zephyr. And she's like, "To be fair, I like it scrambled anyways."
You see Ray run by, and Nimbus is on the back of Ray riding him. He's like running around.
Yes.
And you'll see like all this kind of the calm before the storm, if you will, to add more storm
Insane.
analogies. Hey. Get Find Familiar. Have a little pebble always with you. Same. And as that's all kind of happening, probably after you finish making food, Amdrus, and kind of everyone is eating, Mariana will
Breakfast
kind of
smells good, doesn't it? Oh, it smells so good today, Amdrus. Thank you.
Mariana will pull you to the side. And she will look at you and she goes,
Wait, me or Amethyst? I didn't catch.
Amdrus,
Okay.
you. She'll pull you aside after you finish handing out everyone's breakfast. And she will say, "You know, I've been thinking. And I think I'm kind of getting sick of the water. Living in the port sound, by the sea, all of this.
Right.
And I think I would really like a little farm inland somewhere. I think it would be really nice."
I know a quiet little spot on Shade Bear. We can take enough to sustain ourselves buy a plot of land and work it. Honest folk.
And she just goes, yeah, I think I'd like that. Of course, we would need at least 2 bedrooms.
I expected nothing less.
I'm glad it goes without saying. And, maybe more one day. And she will just kind of lean into you.
I want to put my hand on her hip and give her a kiss on the head and just whisper like, more would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be really nice. But, and I'm sorry that there's a but.
First things first, we got to get out of here. Handle Gar.
There's that, but one other thing.
Mm.
Can I ask you to make me a promise?
Ooh. You can ask me anything and it's yours.
If we get there, and that is the goal, I want to make sure it's safe for us, for Amethyst, for animals and beyond.
Sure.
Promise me it will be safe.
I would never put you or anybody you care about in danger.
Amethyst kind of confided in me last night.
Mm-hmm.
She said she has some very dangerous things up ahead beyond this right now. And I can't imagine things more dangerous than this. And well, I think she is well stronger than I am. And I hate to ask this. I want you to be there for her. Your friends are great. She looks towards Auntie probably eating, and goes, there was some weird shit happening with Auntie last night, so that makes me worried. But I know you, and I know you're strong enough. I knew it then, and I know it now. And I don't know if I can leave her, but if I leave her with you, then maybe I'll be okay. And I can wait until you guys get back safely. And then we can have our farm.
I tell you what. After we get this handled, I trust you can see yourself to Shadebearer.
It would be interesting to meet your parents without you, but yeah.
I tell you what.
If they're anything like you, they'll love me.
Of that I have no doubt. So, after we take care of Gar, after we secure Ol Hydra and whatever that may be, we'll each go our merry, and I'll handle Amethyst and make sure that she gets taken care of what she needs taken care of, and you can go get the farmstead set up. Purchase some livestock, and I'm sure my sister would just be chomping at the bit to see the woman who said yes to me.
I'll make sure to tell her everything but the nice things.
She already knows everything but the nice things.
It's probably very true, yeah.
So, you get it started. I'll take care of Amethyst. And when she's handled her business, the two of us will come down to Shadebearer and meet up with you. And we'll start our little farm together. And Amethyst can go collect rocks in the woods. Better make it a 3-bedroom to start.
That's fair. She does come with her own party, doesn't she?
Yes, she does. God damn it.
I'm so mad that I don't get to see all these.
It's probably for the best.
I mean, probably,
For the
yes.
best.
And yeah, and she will just kind of pull you in, give you a big hug, probably a kiss, and just in that moment, she'll just kind of nod and goes, "Then it's a promise."
Done.
I hate you all because I want to know, and I can see you all dying. And with that, as that hour goes up, and you guys get all your food in, anything you guys would like to do, roleplay or prep before moving on?
Just want to let you know, I'm not laughing. I'm actually crying. This is a very touching moment.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate it.
Mhm.
I try. Look, you bitches. I want to know so fucking bad right now. Anyways, don't worry, chat. I am also very confused. It's these bitches. Blame these bitches. So, with that, what are you guys doing? What's the plan?
Can I get a map? Because I don't remember where we're at.
Fuck me. Thank you for sending me that.
You needed to see it.
I did. I really did, and I'm very glad you did. You get inspiration.
Really?
For betraying the chat, she gets inspiration? I'm offended.
I think even more so.
Yeah.
Shall we vote to like kick her out of the chat?
She only sent me, I think, the last thing you sent me.
I only sent the you better put a baby in her right now and the orc baby.
The orc baby.
Like I needed.
Look, the orc
I needed
baby's
to
kind of
touch.
cute though. Not gonna
I
lie.
just
Baby is
like that it looks like it was made in like fucking what was that Facebook picnic?
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
So
We
yeah.
forget that existed.
So, you
I see
guys
what kids
are
never forget.
currently in this kind of rocky shore. You're just hounded by the rain again because, you know, Tiny Hut is gone.
Yeah.
Dead Hydra.
The Hydra is very dead. Probably very much in water now, so I can delete it.
You're good.
Did any of us see what was going on in this direction? Like, I know metagaming, there's a waterfall over here, but did any of us see what's happening
You
over
never
here?
went that far. Our team knows that there's a strong current this way that leads to a whirlpool.
Mm-hmm.
Amethyst,
Which
could
I
you
was
be-
rereading on the whirlpool. It's a real good thing you didn't go in because that could have ended real badly.
Oh, I'm sure.
It sends you to a random location in this entire place.
Oh,
Yeah. And I was like,
Can you
oh.
imagine we
That's
just
worse.
like
I thought I was gonna
twirl
die.
in and we're like, oh hi Gar.
Yeah, you could just pop right next to the guy and be like, oh, we're fighting a Hydra. I gotta go.
Or the dragon turtle?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I don't think
Anyways.
he's here.
Oh,
you
also,
were saying?
Amdrus will fully, I forgot. I always forget everything. Amdrus, there is a point where, Mariana fully tries to startle you with minor illusion, and like anytime you look over, she's gonna try to have like that turtle like snapping at you right in your face. If whether it works or any. At
Can
any
I roll
point,
a deception check to see if, like, to pretend she gets me?
Yes, you can. I am giving her an advantage on hers though.
Okay,
Because
I
she
get a
knows
plus
you are.
11.
Yeah.
So that's a 17 to...
So 28.
No, it was a 17 total. I
Altogether.
rolled a 6.
16.
I rolled a
Oh.
16 because I also wanted to do an insight because I know that Mariana was gonna do this. So I'm just gonna look at Mariana and be like,
You did it.
You
So
got him.
So you got 17.
Yeah.
She got a 28 on her.
Oh, Jesus.
Natural 20 plus 8.
Okay.
Nice.
Plus she can't roll lower than an 18. So she would have got it anyways.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Inquisitive Rogue can't roll less than a 10.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm just like if she doesn't want something, like, oh Jesus Christ. Go.
and I look at her like,
I gotta figure something else out. And she just kind of nudges you and laughs and just, I saw you, thought I'd, saw what you did yesterday.
It was a real dragon turtle.
very real.
Uh-huh.
Very so scary. Just spraying up in the air with the water. Not hitting at all.
He was under my control. I didn't want him to hurt any of you, so.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
he was also a bit fascist for a turtle, but
What?
he was kind of semi-fascist. The dragon turtle. Yeah.
But yeah.
Sorry.
Talking about the
Sorry,
actual
misgendered
one.
turtle.
Yeah. Don't
Wow, I
worry.
thought you were.
Yeah, the
Feminists
real
can be
one.
fascist too, Coco. Jesus.
I just assumed. Guess she's a proud girl then.
There you go. Yeah.
I gotta go. I gotta.
Coco.
Anyways, so with that, any prep spells, anything you guys are doing, or are you guys gonna look around the cavern while you're here? What are you doing?
Anything else we're looking for, Amdrus?
I would like to see if Gar's amulet is around. Do I have? Oh, I don't have a detect item.
You did a Gar's amulet? You mean
No, not Gar.
Captain Oslof's?
Yeah, Oslov.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You did like a really good search when you were looking for the compartments, everything. You did not find it.
Okay.
You had guessed before that Gar may have taken it, though you do not know what it does.
Amethyst started, and you think you could do a fly around, see if there's a way out of here that doesn't involve a whirlpool?
Sure. I'll just summon
Appreciate
my
it.
little cloud. Sorry, that
Um,
was really high pitched.
make
Sometimes
a-
her voice gets away from me.
No, you're fine. Make investigation at advantage.
Boop. Investigation, not intimidation. Oh, that was almost a nat 20. A whole
Oh.
whopping 9.
So as you kind of fly around, the storm is still very much going, and it's not any easier to fly than walk. You do notice that there are very strong currents going this way, again, to a whirlpool. You will find that there are strong currents going this way to another whirlpool. So on both sides of the shipwreck, you can get dragged away. You notice that it pools out this way, and then begins to pour, and you can hear the waterfall on the other side. Over
Cool.
here.
I will go back and let them all know. And probably remain staying flying because I don't want to fall out of a boat again. No, sir.
That's also
Yeah,
very fair.
no.
Your boat is still there. You guys dragged it up on the shore, so it didn't get taken away.
I'm not getting back in the boat. I think I'm good.
And he goes, well, I'm fine without it. It's more for those that can't swim. Or now currently breathe underwater. By the way, are we doing anything with that? That worries me slightly.
Doing anything with what?
The fact that none of you guys have water breathing except for me and you, Amdrus.
I don't need to breathe.
I can fly.
Okay. Fair.
I am air. Thank you.
And I will take out my potion of water breathing and drink it. I hope that makes you feel better, Marion.
It honestly does.
Also,
actually,
walk
yes.
on water.
Yeah, and I can walk
Which
on
is
water, so now I
hilarious.
can breathe
Which
on
maybe Zephyr should have taken the water breathing.
Probably is what I thought you were going to do, but that's fine. You took it.
Because you can walk
Do we want to like rewind there?
Nope, you took it.
It's fine.
I
love
as
this.
Zephyr goes,
I love this so
oh,
much.
you're drinking it. Okay, it's fine.
What about Zephyr?
I love this.
I guess I can just wild shape.
That's
If need be,
I
are we
guess
swimming?
fair.
Joel, what's
Are we
your
going in the boat?
intelligence?
It seems we have, ways people can
14.
fly, or hopefully we'll be fine. I'm more worried about. Amethyst, I guess you can fly. I guess you, Zephyr.
I
I'm
also
more
have
worried
that
about you.
weird armor that Amdrus gave me. So worst case scenario,
Yeah,
if I stop breathing, I just float up.
She does have Oslov's
Point,
armor, and
fair
that was.
point. Do you have a life jacket on you?
It will jettison her to the surface like a. Like
Wow.
Rocket to waterfall.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, but that's fair. She looks towards Zephyr like, I hope you're okay.
We'll make something work. It's all good.
Okay.
Zephyr famously turns into dolphins
That's good.
and
okay.
sharks.
and sharks might do better than dolphins.
And an octopus, I think, was maybe.
There was an
Octopus
octopus.
might
there was a
also be
time.
handy.
The
There
first
was a
time we
time.
tried to find Mariana.
And a fish,
Oh.
you know.
And
A lot of
and
variety.
Zephyr's
Yeah,
really more
I
like
turned-
Variety.
I
yeah.
turned Zephyr into an invisible octopus when we were trying to find you in Lake Ball.
Oh yeah,
more of a utility.
It was really one of the first.
Oh,
we were very close.
that's what he meant by that? Okay, I understand. Things make a lot more sense when you get the context of that. Yeah, Grimjaw mentioned something. I had
He
so...
really didn't like me.
Yeah, he doesn't like anybody, though, but that's fair.
It's fine. He's dead.
He's dead.
May he
yeah.
rest in peace.
He's dead?
Pieces.
You didn't know he's dead?
I
think I put the fear of God into him.
Right before
With
he
the-
died.
with the
And
fear.
you'll see her take your hand and goes, and who's
It's
the
like
strong
weird.
one now?
I mean, I don't know if that's really me. It might have been, you know.
We'll talk
That
about
was
that
some
after.
weird stuff that day. I remember. I forgot about that. There was some weird things that happened.
But the
that
funny thing
day.
is also like since then, Amethyst has been like probably the major one that's been killing all the big bads.
yeah.
like
We're-
getting the last hits on all the
Yeah.
We're her support staff more than anything.
Yeah.
And then Amethyst
And you're
comes in
telling
and
me
cleans
that
up.
you're not strong? Please.
She's gonna like shrink down a little bit
Just-
into herself. Like, hold
Or
on,
just,
I'm
like,
gonna just
she'll-
crystallize over. to
She'll
get
wrap her arm around you and start dragging you along. I think you're fine.
Marianne, I know I made you a promise, but
crystalline bangs cover her eyes.
and I intend to keep it. But I'm really more here just for observational purposes.
I'm studying her like a child.
Like a geode.
You can do it.
Little archaeologist here. Or geologist, I guess it would technically be. And with that, as you guys start heading, are you leaving the boat? Zephyr?
Are we leaving the
Amethyst?
boat?
Are you leaving the boat? Team, sorry, not Amethyst, you were flying. Are you guys
I
leaving
feel like
the
we were
boat?
still.
I don't know. It's
I mean,
you
you
two.
could get in the
Everyone
boat
said.
and I can just pull it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm the prince.
It just also probably means, like, I'm going to put this out here. I could make two of us invisible ahead of time.
I can also make two of us invisible.
Ooh,
Amazing.
Plus most of the group.
we should
It's the
do
only
that.
thought I had about stealth. If there's a boat, he's going to know something's there, but I feel like regardless, if we're going down a waterfall, we're going to make noise. I don't...
It's the splashes more than anything that's really gonna tip him off.
Yeah.
That's why I was just gonna fly down.
Yeah, I mean, that works. It was an option. I don't got a lot of magic in me.
I don't either.
So it's something we could do if we want.
It's a good idea. What do you think, Amdrus? But that seems like a good idea.
I'm into it personally.
I
Can
didn't
we
even
send the
add-
one not invisible person down the waterfall and then all the invisible, like, as like a distraction? And then the invisible people could be like, kazow! Like, I'll go down the waterfall totally visible, and you guys can all go down invisible. And
Just walk
Here's-
down the waterfall
Here's the
because you're
thing.
walking on water. It's
Here's the
perfect.
thought.
I'll
What
just,
do you
I'll,
want?
I'll
Me
just
and
ride it
Amdrus,
down
though.
alone.
Yeah, I was gonna say me
Oh.
and Ataim will be the visible ones, and the four of y'all be invisible because we're definitely gonna draw Gar's attention.
Mhm.
He definitely hates me, and for some reason he's a racist who hates elves too. So that's
Oh,
Ataim.
gross.
For some reason, you know why?
No, it's because he's racist. Nothing else.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I
let's
have
do
no
it.
idea
Let's
the
do it.
context of that, but okay.
Gar's
Both-
racist.
Both Aurora and Mariana. And
Yeah,
So just go,
Gar's
"Hey,
a raging.
that's
Yeah.
what worries me. Is that if he
Yeah.
sees you, he is gonna go after you.
Right.
So
I'll
should we
take the
be invisible?
I'll take the first few hits, and
It'll
then
be-
you guys cavalry right in.
Sneak on in. Yeah.
Yes, save.
So
I mean, it
shouldn't
couldn't
we
be
go
worse than the
first?
Hydra.
That's. I feel like that's very not true. I haven't really told you much about him,
No,
and maybe I
I
should.
didn't know you had to.
Oh,
Do you
yes.
I don't know a lot. I just know he is very strong. He is a cleric of Ohydra, and a powerful one at that.
Oh, lovely.
And again, him being at this place, I don't know what other powers are beyond it. I don't know if there's more he can do now that he's here. I don't know if he's stronger. I don't know if he's faster. I don't know if he's, I don't know beyond what I've seen him up there. And it's kind of scary. I have literally seen him snap a guy's head off with those claws. So
Yeah, what's with that? That's interesting.
So
I
we
don't
have
know. He's been like that since I've met him.
I don't think I
Oh, that's interesting.
definitely wasn't like that when we
maybe it was just a thing that his
Stormed
patron
his
gave him.
ship.
I mean, I got rock fingers from mine.
That's fair.
I feel like getting,
That's fair.
lobster claws isn't out of the realm of, possibilities.
That's fair. I mean, I know his one arm, it was made by Morbius. His metal arm. I don't know if it has magical properties. I wouldn't put it past it.
Probably safe to assume.
Yeah. That's all I
Alright,
know.
I can still invisibly pull you.
Are we still using the boat?
I think we should.
Because I can't make the
skip
boat
the boat.
invisible.
I think we're gonna skip
Putting
the
that
boat.
out there.
I think we skip the boat. The four yous become invisible, and then me and Ataim go down as visible people. And we all just like 1, 2, 3 jump all at the same time, and that way, there's no weird inconsistencies in the splashes. It's just like the two of us splash down, and then we come up and we're like, "Gar, we're here."
Grr.
We're here. Mhm.
Gar, we're here
Actually-
to avenge our mates.
Lol JK, she can only make one person visible. She still only has second level spell slots. I thought she had third.
Just kidding.
So
Joel will be visible, and the three of you.
Sorry. Just double check that. Still,
I
do we
think-
want
I
you
think
and
keeping our heavy hitters invisible, while and honestly, having Joel be visible changes the whole dynamic of this fight, because now we have an actual person who can take a hit with the group of visible people, and then the heavy hitters being invisible, sneaky people, just railing on him at the
heavy
last
hitter?
second.
So you mean
I mean,
me, Amethyst,
You-
and Zephyr be invisible?
Did you see how brutally
Yes.
you almost murdered myself and our friends?
No, I didn't do much.
It-
a little
it
cold air your
was-
way.
To be fair, you did quite a bit.
It-
Oh,
It
no.
hurt. It
To be
hurt a
fair,
lot.
that was the first time I ever used that. So, to be honest, I don't really knew what to expect at the moment. I was very excited to use that.
It
Anyways.
was significant.
Cool. So, Amethyst, you make you and Zephyr, me, I'll make myself.
Yeah, and then
Is that the plan?
Yeah, a question
Mm-hmm.
with invisibility.
Mhm.
So if I do invisibility and ready a spell,
Yes.
does that nullify my invisibility?
No, it's when you cast a spell.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, you're prepping to cast, but
Yeah.
you have not fully cast.
Cool.
Yeah, and you.
Amazing. Just wanted that technicality.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
I
it
think
does
it's on
specify
spell.
that the spell ends for a target. So if you cast a spell and Zephyr doesn't, Zephyr's still invisible as well.
Yeah.
Putting that out there.
So it's just for myself.
But you will have to keep the concentration for it. So if you lose concentration, both will drop.
got it.
Oh, okay.
So then, yeah. All right. So, as you guys begin to swim down there, how would you guys, the three visible, and Zephyr and Amethyst, if you guys have a specific thing, how would you guys like to go down the waterfall?
Should it be like
I was
one
just-
visible, one invisible, and then both jump at the same time, and then we just do 3 jumps?
I was gonna say, are you swimming? Because you can just swim down the waterfall.
Yeah.
I am going
I
to.
can fly down.
Perfect, because I was.
You
gonna
can fly
down.
as well? Mariana says invisible, like, does everyone fly?
Before
Yeah,
we
but
go, I'm
I'm
also
an
just
ancient
going.
baby.
I'm going to use my.
If you would see
pearl
her, she'd be
power.
like, what? What is with these people? It's more every
More every time, just
every
like
time
Well,
there's
I mean,
something
can't-
more.
Shouldn't
Yeah.
that tell him like maybe feather fall everyone down?
Also could
That's
do
not a
that.
bad idea.
If you'll jump.
Do we want to do that?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's save the flies for more important, escape or
That's fair.
Yeah, we can do that.
But I am going to use my pearl power to regain a spell slot before this.
Oh, smart. Okay.
Yeah,
Beautiful. Then yeah.
that way I have
Mariana
both.
Let me make
Only
sure
is
that
only going in with one.
It's fine. She's a rogue.
Yes, that is very true.
This isn't like her entire shtick like me.
I mean, you got a lot of cantrips. Like a lot.
I do,
Eldritch
but
Blast,
I know,
Jesus.
but I want to.
Featherfall does only
Kill.
cover up to 5 people.
I can still fly. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll use my cloud.
There we go.
there.
Okay. So,
Is Cloud gonna break the invisibility or no?
Also,
it's not casting a spell or an attack. It's just
I
an
think
effect that she can do.
because if
It's
you
like
guys
a
are invisible,
Is it people you see?
Oh,
choose up to 5 falling. They have to be. They're falling. I don't know if it doesn't say see
It just says 5 that you know of or within range.
falling creatures that are. Yeah,
Within range. Then yeah, you don't need to see them. I guess you just need
Perfect.
to know or be
I just
aware
know
that
that they
they're
exist. And yeah.
there. Cool. So as long as everyone.
All right. Cool. Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
So as you guys all swim up and are able to leap off of the rocks before being pulled down, and actually you feather fall, only 3 of them going, but 6 of you falling down.
Mhm.
Well, I guess 5 and Amethyst drifting on her cloud.
yeah.
Cute. Love it.
You will see that this cavern opens into a massive, almost oval shape cavern. You see that in the center of this almost lake that fills this cavern rises an island. And at the epicenter of this place flutes a rose of ivory, lavender, coral fringe of this island. Or flutes of ivory, rose, and lavender coral fringe this island. And above it, almost like a leaf made of earth, a second level of this island rises up and spreads out and almost flattens. And floating above that, you see a giant shimmering globe of water, emanating magic, pure magic. You can see smaller globes of water emerging from it, drifting about before it goes back in. You see that there is ambient light that reveals the cavern ceiling goes to about 80 feet above and hung with countless stalactites. And small islands filter this lake.
Mm.
And there you see, as you all land, finishing what seems like a tiring, long ritual. You see Gar staring on this island, down on the base level of this island, staring up at this globe of water, with his trident in hand, muttering something, as this almost orb, about 12 inches in diameter, is forming and solidifies from forming of magic from the portal, from this orb, or this globe, and solidifies and begins to drift down as his clawed arms lift up a ornate metal box. And those that know Primordial can easily see runes of fire and flame inscribed all along it as he drifts this orb into a box and closes it, magically sealed. And with that, he looks over. And you hear him laugh and go, "So Shalar wasn't up to the task? I shouldn't be surprised. You did kill Grimjaw after all." And he'll look towards you, Amdrus and Atim, completely ignoring Joel. And he will go, "But it looks like you're too late. Everything is set in motion. Took your time, didn't you? That's fine. I'm glad that you've walked onto a platter right in front of me." And you will see him move his trident and almost swirl it around, and you will see
Do we have butter and garlic bread for this platter?
you will see the blue, like almost sapphire gem that is embedded at the base of the trident, of the prongs of the trident, will glow brightly, and the water will begin to surge and flow and rise as he casts Conjure Elementals and looks at you all, ready for a fight. And with that, it's a little early, but we're gonna end it there.
Ooh.
And for the stream, and I will post it for you guys, there is art, beautiful, beautiful art of what this place looks like, and I tried to make a map to kind of do that, and I'll add it into...
good.
Oh, it looks
It's so pretty, and the map that you guys are on doesn't do it justice, so I made a new map.
Where do you guys see this map?
Hold
on
on.
the stream.
On stream, but I'm adding it to the handouts here.
Oh, okay. Because I do not have stream open. I can't.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
Yeah, you're good.
It
looks so good.
But it is
Guys,
sent in the
I'm
thing.
excited.
And just
I'm
for
Scared.
you guys.
That's so cool.
For knowledge, as y'all know.
Sorry, I'm delayed.
No, you're totally fine. Which, I mean, things will be changed because I figured you just would take the boat, but I will add you guys to the map so you can see my rough make of it. But this is essentially the map you're looking at. A massive.
Ooh.
I mean, I love what you
Look
did
at them
compensate.
mushrooms.
And you'll see that middle island rises kind of in that picture. Obviously, I couldn't do that. And then I just did like a circle of water to represent the orb or the globe that is glowing and shimmering. Yeah, and cool. With that, we'll be back next Monday.
We'll be fine.
One elemental and guard. That's all you need to worry about.
That's
All we
in
need
this
to worry about.
big-
We'll be fine.
Oh,
big cavern.
as we're going down, I am preparing psychic lance.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Yeah, cool. Next Monday we'll pick up right with a boss battle. It's great. I expect it's going to take the
whole episode,
entire,
Oh
this
yeah, I
session.
should take the whole episode.
Or you guys might steamroll it. I have no idea. But anywho, thank you all for joining us for a roleplay heavy session. I wanted a cute little moment before the big battle.
I need to be level 10.
So close. Hopefully
I know,
one
yeah.
more session, you guys will level up, and then after that
And
we
then
have
it's
a little
two-shot.
mini adventure we're gonna do to take a little break. After all, I'm sure it's gonna be very stressful and intense. So we will see you next Monday. I love you all. Bye.
Bye.